Yeah, Abundant Life started in those two townhouses. That's where Dom did his programming.
Back left corner used to be a basketball court, and then the apartment right next to apartment A is where my best friend used to live. So I would walk from Buford, we would walk to his house after school, and then quite often end up playing basketball with some of our friends in the neighborhood.
He came as a young man, I want to say about the 5th grade, maybe the 6th, was a little shy, didn't engage much. His mother was there to kind of edge him on to be a part of it.
But he's a very strong, motivated individual. He's very kind.
And then finally he came to a place where he was a part of it. I can tell you many stories about how Dom became the silent leader, which was exciting for us to watch him, not just Dom, his mother, and the support that she gave to the ministry.
Being in Abundant Life to 5-8 program was probably one of the greatest things that I believe that still affects him, I guess, today in building relationships and building community. Dom, I had him when I was 16. In his 4th grade year, we moved here to the city. Being in the city, even for me, was new. Being a single mom, having to have that support.
So my time at Abundant Life was being able to connect with some of my school friends in a different way. I remember the first time that I came to Abundant Life, I was like, oh boy, what am I getting into? I really had no real understanding at first what Abundant Life was about. But being able to go to that first meeting, having dinner, having our Bible study, it really calmed my nerve once like half the room. I was like, oh, I go to school with you guys. Boys will always be boys, rambunctious, but when that Bible cracked open, everyone was calm, collected, focused, and it was a great opportunity to build character, community, love. It's just a different atmosphere for young men to be able to engage with each other. For me, it was foundational in the sense that young men were able to figure out how to communicate with each other and not always be about sports and fighting. It was able to see each other on a personal level. One of the things to take out of Abundant Life and apply to other avenues, whether it's in teaching or community services, looking at people for who they are and being able to have those connections and make that connection with them. Before Abundant Life, I would say I'm just like a regular kid at that time, playing sports, going to school. There were times where I was super angry, but for me, coming to Abundant Life over time, finding out how to work through those emotions and being able to properly communicate those emotions with mentors and my friends in the program. Those are some of the things I take away the most. What kept me coming back to Abundant Life the most was relationships. The person I connected most with at one time was a UVA student. He was a kicker for a UVA football team, Connor Hughes. Connor Hughes was my guy when he was here. He just had this calm demeanor, which resonated with me because I'm very introverted and calm, so we were able to just communicate, and that was really fun. Dylan was also great when he was the program lead here for 5-8. Eddie Howard, of course. There were just so many people here, whether they came from the community or they came through UVA. There were so many mentors here to be able to contribute to young men. My favorite memories used to be a house down here that Abundant Life used to own. And then during the summer, some of us, as the boys, went down to the house to repair the house. And so that was my first opportunity with woodworking tools and reframing windows. And funny enough, I've been working in career technical education for the last 7 years. So in my adult life, after Abundant Life, I have become an educator, and I've been in education for 14 years. And as well as currently serving on Charlottesville City School Board.
Blessing, really, I should say that Dominique had the opportunity to attend Abundant Life and building community for him and connections, like being new to the city, like he was able to build relationships with other boys in the city too. He was able to, they did basketball, they did football, but just like lifelong relationships. Like we still have a relationship with Reverend Moody, we still have a relationship with Eddie Howard, we have a relationship with Dylan Rosenthal. Been getting me involved with community, like some of the they're men now, but the boys at the time, like, I built relationships with them as well and got to know a few of their parents that were in the 5A program. That's always, y'all even gave me an award for being the team mom.
But he was the guy that wanted to get it done and get it over with, and then was saying, okay, when our next project? So that was very unusual for a kid that young. So, but again, when you look at where we're at today, it all came together. Part of what the ministry do is leadership development. And within that leadership development, we would love to know that we're raising up participants at the time to come back and be leaders. They're a testament to what God is doing in their lives today, but also what God have been doing through Abundant Life Ministry. Listen, Charlottesville Abundant Life Ministry is important because of the Don Morses that I watched grow up. And this ministry have been an impact in this community 27 years. Abundant Life is still here. And this is what you're giving to. This is what you're donating to. This is what you're partnering with. That a ministry that's proven, a ministry that have history, a ministry that can tell stories.
One of the things I would share with whether it's a member or whether it's a mentor is to be open to trusting God's purpose for you. And sometimes we don't know that purpose. Sometimes we just get a glimpse. Sometimes we just get a feeling we should move one way instead of another. Sometimes we feel like we need to introduce ourselves to a person and we don't know why. To be able to open yourselves up for what God is calling you to do